It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 13th of June. This is James Spann. Got some classic summertime weather coming up for Alabama for the next several days. Sun and scattered, mostly afternoon and evening showers and storms. We say that a lot around here in June, July, and August. Here is the upper air look across the country early this morning. There's a little weak trough west of the state, and that should provide a little higher coverage of scattered showers and storms during the day today and over the weekend, but still no washout at all. And most, but not all, most of the showers and storms will come during the afternoon and evening hours from roughly 2 until 10 p.m. That's the radar composite around the Deep South early this morning. And we got a couple of light showers up around Florence, down toward Moulton, but that's about it. The rest of the state dry. We do note showers and storms over parts of West Tennessee. Temperatures are mostly in the 70s to start the day. In fact, everybody above 70 this morning. We have mid-70s in spots. It is a muggy summer morning. We're expecting highs in the upper 80s and low 90s in most spots today. There's the National Watch Warning Map. Pretty quiet. Got flash flood watches down around Houston and Lake Charles, and for parts of eastern Virginia. Here's the severe weather outlook for today. We have a risk of severe storms from West Texas up into the northern Rockies. And look at Montana. That's a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for parts of the state there. About the only time they see those up that north at that latitude would be in summertime. This is tomorrow. Again, a risk of severe storms from West Texas up through parts of the Great Plains. Day 3, which is Sunday. Pretty much the same thing, a risk of severe storms up into parts of Montana, the Dakotas. Then on Monday, we've got a risk over parts of South Dakota and Minnesota. Tuesday, a risk of severe storms over Nebraska. And on Wednesday of next week, a chance of severe storms from north of St. Louis up toward Milwaukee. But again, no risks to find down here. So here's rain for the next 7 days, valid through Friday morning of next week on an average basis. Rain amounts near 2 inches for the Tennessee Valley, about 1 to 2 inches for the rest of the state. Tropical weather, same old story. It's just calm across the Atlantic basin. No worries with tropical storms or hurricanes, at least for the next 7 days. So model fans, here we go. GFS 06Z run, 4 o'clock today. And again, you can see that well-defined shortwave west of the state. And that should provide an uptick in the number of showers and storms today, but still not raining everywhere. We'll check the high-resolution HER model. And the radar should look something like this, not exactly like this, but something like this evening at 6 o'clock. And this is suggesting the higher coverage of showers and storms over the western side of the state. East Alabama relatively dry. And again, we're expecting highs, most likely upper 80s in most spots today, which is exactly where we should be for mid-June in Alabama. And it's the same story tomorrow. And understand, you look at the synoptic scale map and it's just all green, but let's look at the high-resolution HER. This is valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. And you can see, for a lot of places, no rain at all. For some places, a downpour. These things tend to be very random and scattered. And, of course, with summer storms on a day like that, they're typically not severe by classic definition. The biggest issue is lightning, with so many things happening outdoors. Remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. The rule is 8 miles, but most people don't really know the distance. Just when you hear thunder, get in. And, of course, summer storms can also produce some pretty strong gusty winds, creepy clouds, heavy rain. And the same thing on Sunday with scattered storms around. If you like the numbers game, I'd say the chance of any one spot seeing a passing shower or storm will be somewhere close to 50-50, both tomorrow and Sunday. And again, Sunday's highs upper 80s in most spots. And that's the theme for next week. This is Monday and Tuesday. And Wednesday, showers thinning out a little bit toward the end of the week. And this is Thursday. A ridge begins to build. But still, every day we'll have the classic chance of scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. And a week from today, Friday, June 20th, troughing over the northeastern states, a ridge building over the central plain states. And again, highs up around 90, a few spots with a storm. Let's go out 10 days. Ooh, that's nasty looking. A 597 heat ring around Cincinnati. That would represent some really hot weather if this verifies, and the European not quite on board with this, but if by chance that would be right, that would be a pretty hot look for the eastern half of the country with hardly any storms here because of the ridge. But again, I caution you, other runs of the GFS, the European, not looking quite like that. Rain for the next 15 days. European ensemble. Some of the ensemble members are pretty high, but the mean, which is what you look for, a little over 2 inches between now and the 28th of June. Temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. Mid to upper 80s through Tuesday. And then highs around 90 for the latter half of next week into that following weekend. And the latest long-range guidance. This is for June 20th through June the 26th. And again, with the expansive ridge, temperature should be above average. And that should get us up in the at least low 90s then. Love this shot. What a great shot yesterday. That's a classic summer look right there. You got that huge isolated downpour. In that spot, I mean, it's pouring. But on either side of that spot, there's no rain at all. In fact, there's a rainbow off to the right. That was taken near the Alabama River, Roland Cooper State Park down near Camden in Wilcox County yesterday. And, of course, we had CLCs, creepy-looking clouds. I was taken at the Seal down in Russell County. Of course, that's a harmless scud cloud. Creepy but harmless. And again, that's just good old summertime. You see a couple of downpours there, but on either side of those things, no rain at all. And for, the fourth day in a row, some very vivid rainbows. That's gorgeous. Gulf Shores, I know that spot. You see sea and suds down below the pier off in the distance. They had a little rain shower that came through about 4 or 5 o'clock. Didn't last long. Some spots in Baldwin County had no rain at all, but nice. Again, that's you can see sea and suds down there in the screen there. Just gorgeous. Man, check this out. That's a great sunset shot right there. I want to say that was Panama City Beach. You can see those summer towers off in the distance, those towering cumulus clouds creating the shadows. And just for the fun of it, look at Panama City Beach during the day yesterday. Looks good if you're beach bound. Everything's fine. And again, apps can take you down a really bad road. I mean, you look at an app for any coastal location, and it shows these little cartoon thunderstorm pictures, and you think, oh boy, it's going to be a rainy week. And it doesn't work that way. There's always the chance of a passing storm on the Gulf Coast at times, every day in the summer. But I think you'll see a good 7 to 9 hours of sunshine each day on the Gulf Coast. And sure, you'll have a passing storm from time to time. That's just the way it works there. So that's going to do it this morning. On a logistical note, next week is a vacation week for me. For those that are new here, I typically I get 3 weeks a year. I'll take 1 week in mid to late June, 1 week at the end of July, the third week at Christmas. So the videos will be done, but just by my colleagues. And if you want to see these briefing videos next week, just go to the blog, alabamawx.com. And, of course, I'll still be posting. The weather never takes a vacation, and really we never take a vacation. But I will not be doing these videos next week. So alabamawx.com, that's the blog, and you'll see my associates doing it over there. But I will do one this afternoon about 2:45. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.